Sportsocracy. It is the Draftmas edition, the last chance Mullet Mailbag here in the Sportsocracy. This is the Ingalls studio. Yeah, it looks a little different than the usual
It's
Ingalls
much
studio,
more comfortable.
but,
For the love of Jehovah, it's much more comfortable.
We will be covering, of course, all 262 picks of the NFL Draft right here in the Sportsocracy. Your questions, fire them away.
We've already figured out one great fuck-up. We forgot to put the output, so we can't hear anything.
Yes.
That is one thing that will have to be rectified between now and 8 o'clock.
Yes, indeed.
So this is a members-only chat. People that aren't members, you can still see it, but to send messages, send questions, you will have to be a member of the House of Reprehensibles. And we will have parts of the draft that are done this way. We're still figuring this out.
Of course, all there you go.
62
picks of the NFL Draft.
Well,
volume works.
Yeah, volume works.
Yep, mics work.
We can be heard. And I'm the one that started drinking.
Well, good for you. Good for you. I was running around trying to find the Amazon Fire Stick
that was plugged into the
fucking TV. Yeah, that's because
that was the first question I asked. Is it plugged in the fucking television?
And no, I didn't see it because it's not dangling off the TV like it does on mine.
It was plugged in the television, just so we're clear.
Right.
Oh
yeah, it's been a busy 2 hours reconstructing an entire studio in here so we can be with you for the draft.
Yeah, because if we were locked in the box that we're usually in, I would probably lose my ever-loving mind.
No doubt.
But this is drastically more. This is a much more comfortable chair. I wish I could get this chair jacked up so I could do the show with it.
Oh yeah, there was no way that I was going to be able to stand for the entire.
No.
3 hours or however long.
Well, it's 3 hours tonight, another 4 or 5 hours tomorrow.
Oh yeah. But aren't we? Isn't everybody excited? Aren't you ready for the NFL Draft? Excited to see what your team's going to do? Are they going to,
Stephen Tao said it's weird with us switching sides.
Switching sides.
I guess we have switched sides of the way that we usually are.
Yeah.
What's funny is we started this way. This is how it was in the beginning times. Was we were each on sides like this. In the comments, let us know if sound. We don't have the professional radio mics in here, so the audio. We're going to be tinkering with that over the course of the first few hours. Frankie Cleary asked if we figured out a drinking game. Indeed we did.
You've already figured that out?
Indeed we did.
Okay.
There will be certain words. Here's my favorite one. Every time Tank says you take a sip of your drink. You'll be dead in 30 minutes.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Because
to be honest with you, if I doubled it down with me, you would be dead in 30 minutes.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it on the television here, and it's not giving me my thing. There it is. Tank and technology.
I'm just.
I don't know why you leave me up to do these things.
Well, sure. Let me take care of that too. Let's just throw that on me too. I had to put the stream together to make all of this work. Let me figure out the television too. Mm-hmm. Would you like me to go get you a beer?
That would be wonderful. I am a little parched at the moment, so yeah.
Tyler Cunningham said he's getting nostalgia from this camera view. That's one of the reasons we do this, is because A, it's a throwback to how we started. Mm-hmm. B, it's much more comfortable. And C, it gets so fucking hot in that studio.
Yes.
It is so liberating to be able to say fuck. I'm such a fan of the word fuck.
Well, we are all glad for that. Evan
Doyle asked, is Brian still set to make an appearance? He is hoping to get here tonight. This may be a tomorrow thing. He has an actual, legitimate job where he does big boy stuff. And so we have to kind of work around that. And Brian will make an appearance at some point over the weekend, I feel very sure.
We hope so.
And he's a boss. So, when people don't show up, he's kind of got to make the dream work. If you live here in Asheville, you can go see him. He'll serve you many lovely beverages at a very comfortable bar here in this here town. Now, me personally, I enjoy drinking at work. That's what I do. I'm dumbfounded that nobody has a draft question. I mean, have we literally satiated all of the draft questions?
I think we have. Everybody at this point is just like, it is 51 minutes to go time, and we have discussed it all. We have talked about everything possible that there is to talk about in this NFL draft.
Oh, I mean, there's much more that could be discussed. Hell, this is... God, I'm so glad it's finally here. So glad it's finally here. I'm also so glad that I'm literally not going to be anywhere near this place next week.
Oh, that's going to be fantastic.
I may not get out of my bed. I could die next week and nobody would know the difference.
That's not even kind of true.
My wife would know. Everybody else, it's all going to be the same.
Right.
I ain't going to be anywhere near.
Right.
I ain't going to be anywhere near this place.
Welcome, everybody, into the program here. We've got, it looks like Tyler Cunningham, Evan Doyle, Jonathan Welch, Colin, Classic Clay. Good to see you, man. He's still hanging out down at the beach, I guess?
He is. I'm very jealous of that, dude.
That's awful. All the seafood he can eat and all the fishing he can do.
I never got into fishing.
No.
Fishing is not my thing.
Yeah. I went 2 or 3 times in my life, and the last time I went, why do you do this? Why you just sit here and do nothing the entire time?
And pray a fish is going to jump in your boat.
And that's when everybody says, oh, well, you just that's why you take all the beer with you.
I can do a lot of things whilst drinking.
Fishing ain't one of them?
I mean, I could probably fish while drinking. No, I just don't drink and drive. That's no good. Tyler Cunningham said Saints are going to win the draft. It's entirely possible. I mean, having 2 picks in the top 20 certainly helps. I'm just ready. Oh, God. I have never been as locked in on a draft as I have been this one. Or as I am this one.
I think a lot of that has to do with the uncertainty surrounding the draft. Just because we don't know exactly how things are going to unfold.
Well, this reminds me of an old NBA draft where you know there's a stud here somewhere, you just have to dig to find it. Jonathan Welch said they even got the lapels running. We did. Mm-hmm. They could run around this building, and it is so much easier. Colin said, I'm one of the highlights of his day. That makes exactly 4 people in this world that would say that out loud. And you know what? For that, I greatly appreciate you. We have been, by the way, just, while it's just us here, we have been absolutely dumbfounded by the showings of support. And, I mean, hell, we have doubled the number of subscribers on this channel in, 45 days or something like that. We greatly appreciate you. Tyler Cunningham said he hasn't gotten sleep in 2 months. He's been face down in a notepad or a scouting sheet. My office in my house literally looks like I have taken up hoarding. It's absurd. I've got my draft guide strewn all over the place. My wife's been working from HWA works from home, and she has been working from the couch just to avoid going in that office.
Hey, we got a question. David Evans Olson, he wants to know who is the biggest boom or bust guy in the draft. So of all the prospects. Thibodeau. Really?
Kayvon Thibodeau is one of those people that could excise himself from the league. He's so egotistical that nobody's going to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's one of the things that is so oh, God, I want to be there so bad. This is the last draft that I will not be in attendance for the rest of my life. Straight up, I'm declaring it now. This is the last draft I will not be present and accounted for. I don't care if I have to pick it up on my own dime every year and turn it into a vacation. I don't care. Sorry, that's the first time I've seen the crowd here in Vegas. Thibodeau scares me because he is such a physical freak that it's gotten him by, but he doesn't really have that many moves. So you could see him going to the league, and it just never translates. And he does scare me. But there are several guys in this draft that are super boomer bust. A lot of them more in the mid to late first round. I feel pretty sure what the high end guys are. And in some cases that's not great, but it's okay. Frankie Cleary asked, "Are we at a second page for reprehensibles yet?" So funny you should say that. This draft will be the last time the cameras that you're seeing right now will be in use. That's one of the reasons we're taking next week off. We're going to change the way the show looks and feels. These cameras are much like taking a Maserati to the grocery store. And we reaffirm these things when we do shit like this. We're on long angle lens because it's, they are 6K, and, for lack of a better word, they're just too much camera. I mean, you can see how much better we look in here than we look in the studio. And after we figured that out, it worked better for all involved if we changed the setup. The other good thing is with OBS, that's going to completely take away all of these, hey, the stream just fucking disappeared, because you're taking the signal from muy grande to un poco. So it's going to look different when we come back. We hope you're all good with it. In the Discord, we've asked what you guys would like to see, and we're still open to suggestions. If you've got suggestions for how the new layout should look, we're pretty open. We don't want it to cost $1 jillion. That's one of the reasons that these cameras are going away.
Indeed.
Is because we didn't want it to cost $1 jillion.
What's up, Patrick Holt?
David
Good
Evans.
to see you, brother.
Always good to see Patrick Holt. Always good to see all of you. David Evans Olson said he's been watching for over a year now, and this has pretty much become the only sports commentary he watches, and he hopes we continue to grow. We do as well.
Yes.
It's all about the finding the monies, and that's one of the things that we have discovered over the course of this process is that we've got to re-emphasize certain things and make sure that we're going to be around for a long time. Me, if for nothing else, so that I don't stress out and die.
This has been a major undertaking, especially on Jeremy's part, because I'm useless when it comes to computers and such. So he does all of the heavy lifting that way. I do all the audio things and all of the video and technical shit. That has to be on you, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I can't even identify a fucking Amazon Fire Stick that's in the back of the TV.
Stephen Tao said pretty soon we'll look like NFL Network. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I have determined that if you give me YouTube and a strong internet connection, I am 95% sure I could land a plane. I think so long as I have just a bevy of YouTube videos to tell me how to do something, I can figure it out.
Right.
Now, I was also a master tech for Adobe before we ever started this, which has come in tremendously great handy. I go back to my high school days and go, hey, good for you for learning that. That's had virtually no actual real-life tangible use for you. And then it did. So that's... Stephen Tao asked, is that why the audio doesn't... Are you talking about the audio doesn't work right now?
The audio doesn't work right now?
It's working because I'm seeing the levels. I think he's talking about normally with the cameras. He was taking a shot at you. He said you do the audio things. Is that why the audio doesn't work? Stephen Tao, +2. You know what we should do? And I just decided this, which means in the 30 minutes between when we start the draft, or when we end this and start the draft, I'm going to have to figure out a way to do it. We should score this weekend. Okay. We used to do points.
We did.
That was a thing we did long ago. And we should do that again. I should get some Mario music and score this weekend. I think this, if you're down for this idea, put it in the comments. We're also going to do, so since everybody's here, and Patrick Holt said the audio quality. So I don't think you were here when we said this. We're on the lavalier mics because obviously we can't move the radio mics in here. this is just so much more comfortable, and this is going to take so much longer than it usually does with a radio show that we moved in here. Mm-hmm. We apologize for the lack in audio quality. One of the things that will change with the new layout is we will have an actual permanent setup in here so that we don't have to move things, and we'll have actual desk mics to use that will still be high quality. We never use them now, so that's the reason we haven't invested the money in it. And in the old studio, standing mics would have sounded like we were being abducted by a very bad man with a very large K-knife.
Yes.
David Evans Olson said definitely down. Okay, in between the breaks here, I'm going to grab some buttons, and we're going to have us a grand old time. I don't know what you'll win.
I hate that Justin Parton, he joined us last year for the draft, and unfortunately he's got the COVID. But we did get your buddy here. Oh no,
the bird.
We're gonna get Jeremy's nightmare. We do have the Philly.
Where did that thing come from? Is that a Josh Michaels?
It's Josh Michaels.
Okay.
It was hanging out in here on top of the table, and I have no idea why. It creeped me the fuck out the other day. I was walking through here. It was dark, and this is the shortcut from the break room into the bathroom, and it was just like staring at me in the dark. Scared the shit out of me. I'm about to beat the shit out of it.
It would be nice if we could prop him up so you could see.
That's what I was, but he just doesn't.
Well, set him in a chair.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Get a chair and set him in
a chair. We'll put the.
I mean, hell, we've added like 900 Philadelphia Eagle fans in the last 2 weeks, which is really cool, by the way. Last year, the Eagle fans hated me, so this has been a lovely change. Hey, while you're up, will you grab me a beer?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that.
So yeah, if you missed the update, we're going to score the weekend. In the comments, let us know what a good prize for that would be. And also remember that we're broke as headless hookers. That's always really important to remember. Radio pays in warm feelings and sunshine and kitty cuddles. Especially when you work for yourself.
There, can you see him there?
I don't know. I do have a live of the video,
it's
don't I?
Delay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool.
I mean, you're going to cover him with your big old scooter noggin, but...
Hey, much more svelte now. I mean,
ugh.
I mean, I went from...
Oh. David Evans Olson said, if I win, I'll make you a Bill Belichick voodoo doll that you can attack when your Jets lose to them. It's adorable that you think I don't already have one of those. Although I would take another one. Anything that could get, just saw the tank flexing in front of the camera again. I'm glad we're replacing those. Those things weren't. They'll never be right again. Rex B said he likes seeing the helmets. That's one of the things that we've been trying to factor back in. The board for the radio show is absolutely ridiculously large. So setting up a setup that looks halfway normal is very hard to do. Patrick Holt said, thanks for doing this. Absolutely, we love doing this. You know, we call this work, and there are days like today where I haven't slept and I look like a used-up prostitute, but we love what we do. And I'm not smart enough to do anything else. So, and trust me, I've tried. All right, we got 37 minutes until the draft starts. Any last-minute questions, get those in. As we stated, this is a member. You have to be a member to get questions in. You don't have to be a member to watch this video, but you have to be a member to get questions in. I'm going to... does anybody want to set an over-under on how many beers I drink over the course of the weekend? Because I'm drinking zero liqueur. And if you know me at all, I can eat beers. Especially when there are these lovely Boudelets.
Boudelets.
I love a Boudelet.
Ugh, I can't stand them.
Oh, you're drunk.
Not yet. I'm going to be though.
100%. Because you're drinking a creamsicle rain. I fully want
Rainbow sherbet.
Oh, Patrick Holt! Patrick Holt's bringing the thunder.
Holy jeez!
I can't hear this, so I can't tell you that the noise is actually going to happen.
I'm here for the gangbang.
You do that a couple more times. I'm here for the gangbang.
I'm here for the gangbang. I'm here for the gangbang.
Patrick Holt, all of you are wonderful. Patrick Holt has always gone above and beyond. He said, love you guys. And also, I'm sending you a Charlotte FC jersey that I expect to see on set daily. Done. That is one of the beautiful things that the set relaunch will do, is that I'm going to have a week, basically, to tear all of these things apart, figure out where the camera angles need to go, how to light it, and how to keep us from dying tripping over cords. That was another thought with the cameras. If they had been in there for 6 months, I would have taken the under on Tank dying in the next 6 months. Because old Clovenfoot over here likes to stampede through like a Shetland pony. And now, in fairness, if I had to go around the table, I'd probably do some of the same things. So thank you, Patrick Holt, from the deepest part of our hearts.
The subcockles.
The subcockles.
Yeah.
That's an Eddie Fox and I word. The subcockles of our heart.
This, by the way, I appreciate you recommending the Rainbow sherbet.
One thing I do, since we do have so many wonderful people, John DeLon has given me an idea. Because basically he inundated a radio host that brought me in. And the funny thing is he actually told me that I came very highly recommended. Well, it was John DeLon that recommended me. It was driving me nuts of who the hell do I know that this guy knows? I say we inundate all of the things that we've been drinking on set for free with, hey, you should send these guys free shit. Or just send them money, and they'll rep the shit out of you. Because we're whores for money. I think I've proven that many times over.
Evan Doyle wants to know, what team would you bet will be the first to overdraft a player, and why is it Las Vegas?
Well, the thing about Las Vegas, they don't pick till 86. It's hard to overdraft a guy at 86. Unless you go punter. That's not Matt Ariza.
I was going to say, the first team to do that will be the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Probably.
They're already doing it, right? Trayvon Walker, number one. That's an overdraft.
It is, but not as much as everybody makes it out to be.
It's not like they're taking a guy who should go in the second round at number one overall.
I think we all universally had him right about 10.
I was going to say 12-ish. But before the combine? Even before the
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still about where he was.
All right. Again, he was just one of those guys that he never really did anything to make you go, that's the guy. When you watch Georgia football and you watch, you saw the impact playmakers, and most of the time it was Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Lewis Sin. Those were the guys making the big plays, and then everybody else just kind of played their bit parts. But that also goes to the fact that they had so many of them. Oh, God, what did Ike Mekwanu do?
Patrick Holt asked if we saw his suit. I'm not gonna lie.
That's pretty badass.
That's pretty swift.
Did you see Sauce Gardner's chain?
Like the beauty of Twitter. Like Elon Musk, the
diamond-encrusted bottle with sauce with ice dripping off of it.
I'm not gonna lie. Those are both very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I used to wear suits.
I mean, that looks like something that Black Panther would have worn.
I'm not gonna. It's the Nigerian flag.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I used to wear suits every day. Now I refuse to wear pants. I'm a shorts and flip flops kind of guy.
Jonathan Wells says his money's on the New York Giants to overdraft a player.
I'll be honest with you, that was the first team that came to mind for me. Which is very sad that we're not going to have Foley here to overreact to their...
Foley Fadakasi?
No, Foley, football Foley. Our Foley.
Farley.
Are you drunk already?
Damn, this is going to be fun.
Well, we called him Matt Foley.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Am I drunk already? Now, there's one person sitting at this table that could get drunk off 2 beers, and it sure as shit ain't me.
Again.
I've never waved bye to your floor, so...
Yeah, I'll never be able to live that one down.
Hell no.
I'm your huckleberry.
Frankie Cleary. Nice super chat. So in the draft itself, we owe Patrick Holt and Frankie Cleary a super chat button because for this weekend we have a super chat donation button, our way of saying thank you for all of the wonderful things that you do. And his super chat said, thanks for all the hard work, guys. We appreciate you. For us, this is work because technically it is where we come to make our monies. And there are days that it feels like work, but it is Eddie Fox and I talk quite often, and anytime I bitch about anything with work or the job or anything like that, he immediately looks at me and says, well, we could be digging ditches. And, that resonates in my head on a very frequent basis. We could be digging ditches.
No doubt.
100% true. And I wouldn't be good at that, just so you know. Just because I'm a big bastard doesn't mean I'm good at manual labor.
See, you do the technical things.
I do, and I look like I should be someone that works on cars. I'm not.
Jeremy, over 20 beers this weekend?
Oh, I'm going to need my bill. He also said he loves the mock for his Chiefs and much love for all the content. Absolutely. We appreciate you. The kind words and things are they make the day go round. The guy who out of the blue sent us an email today to tell us how much he appreciated
Felipe Rossi.
I'm glad you remember that guy's name because I'm so bad with names.
I only remembered it because I went, oh, that's weird. And he would say, because he refuses to call him Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, it's because it's not his name. His name's Bailey Zapp. If your name was Zappy, spell it the HOR way. Zappi.
Well, Felipe's last name is Ross with an E.
Yeah, but Agent Rossi was my favorite character on Criminal Minds, so that doesn't count. Joe Montana.
Still never seen it.
Yeah, stop.
Still never seen it.
Patrick Holt said it breaks my heart to see Jeremy drinking Bud Light. Well, here's the thing. I like beer that tastes like beer. And I also like beer that instead of having 3 of, I can have 103 of. And so for me, Bud Light is like my soulmate of beers.
The soulmate of beers.
Because I'm one of those people that, I'm sure you've noticed, I've been steadily sipping my beer throughout this entire video. And I'm going to do that throughout the entire draft. So if I drank anything that was above 0.7% alcohol, I would have to sleep here. And I've done everything short of that over the last, month?
Yep.
Or longer? Feels like longer. And I can't emphasize this enough. I like Bud Light. I like Coors Light. I like Miller Light. Basically, any beer light, in.
I'm going to have to keep switching back and forth because I did a very heavy pour on the vodka.
Yeah. That's how, just looking at that glass, that appears to be how you end up saying, bye, Eagle.
Bye, Eagle.
David Evans Olson, going to love watching this stream, so this should be a fun couple days with a super chat. I'm your huckleberry. Sorry, I'm so used to being able to hear these things in my ears. I may have to fix this at some point. I'm going to need to be able to hear things. But thank you very much for the super chat. We owe you a button as well. Justin Parton,
I'm your huckleberry.
one of the longtime members, original members. Appreciate you guys. Now move the eagle closer. The eagles, the eagle's been situated. Patrick Holt said, if I drink one single lager, I get a hangover. I can pound a 12-pack of heavy IPAs and wake up in the morning and go for a run. You're a better man than I am. And I knew that anyway, but you had me beat and go for a run. You know when I go for a run? When a fucking bear is chasing me.
Running sounds awful.
Oh. Yeah, you know what I run from? Commitment. Actual work. Can I say commitment again?
Now he looks weird. I gotta see if I can turn him to the side.
It's because birds are terrifying. You look a bird straight in the face and it looks like I mean, look at that thing.
See, now I'm gonna turn him so he's looking at you the whole time.
Oh, that's lovely.
Now he's gonna be staring into your soul.
That's great. Yeah, point the bird at me.
We're gonna. Jeremy's going to get 14 beers deep tonight. He's just going to start punching the bird.
Oh, sorry, Colin. I never answered the question. When are torture tickets coming back? So there are going to be a lot of new things that happen when we come back. Some of them will happen immediately. Some of them will happen over time. The torture ticket will certainly be back. I would say that's probably around the start of football season. It's just, this is not me taking a shot. It's too hard to bet the other sports for me to feel good about making you do deplorable things for betting against me. And if we did baseball, I'm at a horrible disadvantage. So, I mean, if you want to bet UFC fights, that's fine, but you better get prepared to do some really nefarious shit.
Oh, Justin Parton says, punch Tank, not the bird. Please don't do that.
Patrick Holt asked if HWA was here. She is not here tonight. She will be here tomorrow night. Asheville Police Chief David Zach may be here later. I know Matthew Hoffman will be here at some point tonight. He is moving away from us, which is very sad, but very happy that he has a new opportunity. But he will be joining us here momentarily in our makeshift studio here. Mm-hmm. David Evans also said, how dare you, I run for fun and competitively. Well, here's the thing. You want to know what your reward for that is? You're going to live way longer than I will. You know what I do for fun? I'll give you a hint. It's 4 letters and it rhymes with truck. And I'm going to die early and leave a miserable corpse.
I'm doing well with just walking at the moment. Been doing a lot of that now with the PhD weight loss. I'm actually going to be walking in the Chamber 5K in Asheville coming up next Friday, which is going to be interesting to say the least. But
I had somebody tell me, I'm trying to remember where this was now. Somebody we know was absolutely dumbfounded at how that I'm more athletic than you would think for somebody that treats their body like an amusement park. Mm-hmm. That is true, and I'm very bendy. I think it was Ogle. I think it was Mongo.
Ogle,
yeah, but mentioned that.
I love that dude.
We need to get him in here.
Does he do sports though?
Hockey.
Oh, well,
him and Armchair would be a hoot.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
So we call this guy Mongo. He's one of my best friends. He is a giant, and he is a terrifying human. Mm-hmm. And he did many tours in the military. And he will just haphazardly tell you the most terrifying shit you've ever heard in your life, and do it with a completely straight face. Did I mention his arms are about as wide as that helmet right there? That is a tangibly important part of the story.
It freaked me out. It freaked me out the first time that he shaved his beard. Because he had a beard like you.
He has a beard like me that it takes him about half the time to grow his that it takes me to grow mine.
And he shaved it off, and he showed up at the bar one night. I had no idea who that person was. Much like the first time I saw Jeremy without a beard.
That's why you'll never see me without a beard.
Don't ever do that again.
I will bet many things. I will not bet my beard. Although I am going to cut it down. It's gotten very taxing. Walking's better for you. Running's terrible for your knees. That's actually very true.
Yeah,
Jermaine Johnson, I need you. You better get drafted by the Jets because that fucking suit was money.
Holy smoke!
That's the first of the suits I've seen. That suit is money.
And I love that. Was that Karloftis? Karloftis showed up like he was going to a funeral.
Yeah.
These other dudes. I mean, what do the kids call that these days? The drip. I knew that was gonna get it.
I do this every day. He just said that.
Yeah.
What do the kids call it? Evan Neal looks like he's gonna do your taxes. Evan Neal looks like the hungover fucking public defender attorney you get when you're broke as a headless hooker.
Yep.
He also looks like he's lost a person. Evan Neal's like, who's lost more weight, Evan Neal or Tank? Look at him. He looks like he's smaller than me.
He does. I dig the red suit from Jameson
Red
Williams.
suit's always a win.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be a baller to rock a red suit with that big ass chain
medallion.
And I'm not gonna lie, Malik Willis, he looks kind of like an Undertaker, but that suit is still money. Solid white under black, that was a go-to.
Was that a money Mayweather?
Garrett Wilson suit. Look at this. That's two-tone, baby. Let's go.
Very nice.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. The best suits on that stage.
Who's the pimp in the back with the pink hat?
I don't know.
Huh.
By the way, hats always win.
Yeah.
Unless they're those old man Bryson DeChambeau hats that your old coach wore.
I got to get me one of them.
It would fit you.
Uh-huh.
You'd look like a retired NYPD detective on disability. They'd always talk about the good old days when you could beat the shit out of a suspect for a confession.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie; these are some of my most favorite moments of doing this, where it's just basically like we're sitting here having a conversation with each other.
Who's that? And why is? What's the?
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. It's
something about a woman in blue.
It's a very beautiful dress, but I don't know about the headdress thing. That's
something about a woman in blue. Stephen Tao said this whole crowd looks suspicious. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I fully believe that the reason that our ability to be in Vegas fell through is because I probably would have died.
Oh, she's from Kyiv.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes. Maybe that's a cultural thing.
I've had multiple people on the ground in Vegas tell me you wouldn't have made it until today.
I fully believe that.
I also think it's aggressive that one of my guys showed up on Tuesday. Okay, do you know about Vegas? Are you new to that Vegas is a thing? Because showing up 2 days early, that seems like a sus decision.
Did you say sus?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I did.
All right.
I can also say drip and not sound like somebody's grandfather.
I can't, and that's the difference between you and me.
You also use the phrase, the kids.
The kids.
I've never said those two words together.
Because my kids say that shit.
Jonathan Welch said so much better when Greene can read live comments. I agree with that. I'm not going to lie, and more than likely, there would have been a way that I could have put this back together to where I could have done that. The inability of my computers to do anything, and then I simplified all this shit, and now they run like a top. I say that, and the computer running this will set on fire. I really hope that doesn't happen. We should set a goal for how many views that would be a good weekend.
Total views?
Total views.
Oh, my God. Well, what did we do last year?
You know,
do you remember?
That's a hell of a question that I don't know that I know the answer to.
I don't think we tracked views last year.
Well, here's the thing.
But I remember
what the beauty of YouTube is? Nothing ever goes away.
That's true.
Ever.
When we got done with the first night of the draft, we had some astronomical number of watch hours. And I just remember walking out of there going, damn, this is going to work. This is going to work. This is going to be good.
Let's see. God, I'm going back through thumbnails of
sus.
Wow,
I still can't believe you broke out the sus.
We have progressed. Wow, there's one where I just put up a picture of a TV stand. I ain't the smartest person you ever met in your life.
Hey, it's it's a progression.
We
did what we could.
Last year, our spectacular on that one. Wow.
Is that it?
That is it.
Oh my God.
That is it. We did that in an hour.
And we were
stoked.
We were flabbergasted.
We were stoked.
We had 769
I shit you
views
not.
and we're just blown away.
Yeah, I shit you not. We did that in an hour earlier today.
We did.
We did that in 1 hour earlier today.
That's incredible. Justin Parton says he hates that we missed Vegas, but he likes it better this way.
And
we wouldn't be able to do this if we were in Vegas.
No, and I was
because Jeremy would want to be front and center, front of the crowd at the Bellagio fountain, just cheering away.
Oh well, I mean, secret time. I was going to be pulled here, there, and everywhere. That was never not going to happen.
Right.
And I was going to stay housed. I am dumbfounded at how low this number is. So last year, the 3 days of the NFL draft, spectacular. First person to get reasonably close.
For the 3-day total?
For the 3-day total. First person to get reasonably close. And when I say reasonably close, I'll say within, 200? If you can get within 200.
I'd say 100.
Okay.
Because we already told him that it was 700 on the first night.
Oh, we did.
Or I did, anyway.
I'm still...
Is there a prize here?
I'm still shook by that.
Kudos to you.
No, I'm just shook at how stupid we were. That we're like, we had 769 views. We're fucking badasses.
Oh, I remember walking out of that place and we were shitting in high cotton. We were just...
Hell yeah. This is great.
Cock of the walk. We had
1,500 views for the weekend. Last year we had 1,500 views for the weekend.
Jonathan Welch got it, 1,600.
Bingo, Jonathan Welch.
Right on the money.
Hammer time. If you would like a point of reference in that, let me go to here. I'm going to pull up our analytics for.
Well, hell,
we've done 442 hours. We've done 442 views since we started this video 45 minutes ago. We did 3 times that over the course of a weekend where we did not leave, basically.
Right.
And we were yoked.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, the Philadelphia Eagles perfect draft video alone.
4,000.
That's funny.
Oh, that almost makes my day.
It does indeed.
We've had 6,000 views since 8 o'clock this morning. We beat last year's draft. Actually, that's not even 8. I did math wrong. Hold on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10. We've done 6,000 views since 10 o'clock this morning. Oh, prediction for the weekend.
Oh, for this
what
weekend.
would be a good weekend? 1,500 just kind of changed my number. I mean, I want it to be
seeing as how
high.
the mock draft earlier today hit a concurrent viewership of
we had 90. We have never gone over 100 live viewers, and that sounds like a really stupid objective. There is something about live sports that is so hard to get live viewers. Virtually every person that I deal with in this industry, we talk about this. It is so hard. That's why we all look at Pat in just astonishment. Like, dude, you got 7 million views the other day. Like, how the
Oh, you're talking about McAfee?
Like, how the fuck do you do that?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. He's got quite the setup.
I mean,
We're a two-man team, and I think we do pretty good for a two-man team.
Well, he's only got 5.
No.
Oh, I mean,
The guys that are on screen,
yeah,
are the only guys he has.
No. There's a whole building.
That's what I'm talking about. Like you see what we got.
Oh, I was about to be like, did I just drink 2 beers in 10 minutes?
There you go.
That's a bad sign. I ought not do that.
We're about 10 minutes away from the draft. The mainstream has started already, hasn't it? I think I said it for 7:45.
It won't start until I start it.
Okay. See, again, don't know how this shit works.
Although I do think I should do that.
We should probably mosey on over there.
Yeah, let me.
You know what? I'm going to go get some headphones so we can plug it in there and you can hear the things.
Where are you going to plug them in at? In the headphone jack?
Yeah, there's a headphone jack right there.
Jonathan Welch asked if I will do Minshew Madness like last year. I'm going to be real honest with you. All right, so this is as honest as I can be. I took a character from Cowboy Zach Hurst, all right, who was with us last year for the draft, is now moving away from us, which is very sad. And he's my NASCAR persona. And to be nice, he's a little trailer. And he was named by taking Dale Earnhardt's name and swapping the first 3 letters of both, so his name is Earl Danhart. For the right amount of money and the right amount of views, I'll do all kinds of shit. I'll show up here in a pair of cut-off jean shorts, and I'll go upscale trailer park with my mullet, and I have a high-class pomade it's not Dapper Dan, but it's close. That I will slick my hair back and go fully hatless for day 3. I mean, I'll set the bar. I'll go as white trash as you want me to. As long as we're hitting benchmarks, I'm all the way in. David Evans Olson asked if there's anything he could do to help. I'd love to help. So we get asked that a lot, and there are things. It has been so unbelievably difficult this year. Just the amount of things that we brought in that we never did before. I want to incorporate all of you guys that want to help. And I have ideas. Just shoot me a message and we'll talk about it and just find a way. One of my greatest regrets in this is I had a dude that wanted to write stuff for us, and I let it slip my mind, and I felt bad about that for 6 months. Minimum. It may have been longer than that. Hell, that may have been a year ago. Justin Barton, yes, you did take the Minshew, the Minshew photo. All right, I need to run these concurrently. So redirect this. That's day 3. That's day 1. Doop. All right, so I feel like it's probably time to switch over to the mainstream. So we got about 7 minutes before the draft starts. Jonathan Welsh said he feels bad about it too. So it wasn't you I was talking about. I still have an idea for you. This kid gave up writing and works at a Home Depot now. Kelvin Joyner said for the right price, one of us might just move up there and work for you. A, nobody wants to work for me because I'm a dick. B, I wouldn't want anybody to work for me. I would want them to work with me. And C, we have exactly zero monies. Money is the biggest issue we have on this show. But thankfully, we have Ingles, who, low prices, love the savings, is a wonderful sponsor and is there for all of the things we need. It is so hard sales-wise when you do as many things as we do. And we have a wonderful sales guy. It's just, Rona times and things like that. It changed a lot. Colin said, I'll moderate chat for you. Anything to help you out, just let me know. Appreciate that. And I 100% want to take you guys up on that. When you guys offer, it's not that I'm not trying to ignore you. It's literally I'm beholden to what's directly in front of me. That's one of the things that excites me so much about next week is that I'll be able to actually breathe. I undertook way too many things this year that doing them all is fine. Doing them all at the same time was just completely stupid. David Evans Olson said, I'd love to write for you guys. I can make that happen in a few days. I have been staring at the last day of this draft going, I'm going to be able to do business shit the way it's supposed to be done. I've been thinking that and saying that out loud for probably no less than 6 months. All right, so this time I'm going to switch the stream over. There's 5 minutes till the draft starts. I'm going to switch the stream over. This video will become that one. I'm going to switch this over, and it'll take a minute. The new video will show up, and we'll get rolling.